The Reverend Billy Graham, one of the most stirring and charismatic preachers of the 20th century, died today at his home in North Carolina. The Reverend Graham was 99 years old. Graham was a counselor and confidant to more than a dozen presidents, and his crusades filled arenas for decades. Here's Jim Axelrod.
We are united and are ready to march under the banner of Almighty God.
For nearly 7 decades, Billy Graham traveled the world preaching the Christian gospel.
Man cannot be saved by bread alone.
America's pastor, as he was known, Graham ventured to 185 other countries as well, spreading the word to more than 200 million people at his crusades.
That is the reason that men today are turning to God.
And leveraging then-emerging technologies to reach hundreds of millions more by radio and TV.
Faith in him.
Born on November 7, 1918, on his family's farm in North Carolina, William Franklin Graham dedicated his life to Jesus Christ at the age of 16 and was ordained a Baptist minister in 1939.
To every burden that you carry.
With his movie star looks and fire and brimstone speaking style, he started preaching his own brand of populist evangelism in tent revivals.
I do not believe that any man can solve the problems of life without Jesus Christ.
Soon a sought-after counselor to every American president from Truman on, with them at their inaugurations.
And now on this 20th day of January, 1993,
presiding at their funerals.
You know, few events touch the heart of every American as profoundly as the death of a president.
A conservative Southerner, Graham walked a tight line during turbulent times in America, refusing to segregate his services in the Deep South on one hand.
Christianity is not a white man's religion, and don't let anybody ever tell you that it's white or black.
He never joined the civil rights marches on the other. He'd later say he regretted that, along with his comments about Jews in a 1972 conversation with President Nixon.
You know, I told you one time that the Bible talks about 2 kinds of Jews. One is called the synagogue of Satan. They're the ones putting out the pornographic literature. They're the ones putting out these obscene films.
Asked about his life, Billy Graham once said, "Oh, Lord, I'm a sinner. I still need your forgiveness." But death, he said, was not something he feared.
No, I look forward to death with great anticipation. I'm looking forward to seeing God face to face.
Billy Graham will be laid to rest at his museum and library in Charlotte, North Carolina, alongside his late wife, Ruth. They were married for 64 years before she died in 2007. "I will miss her terribly," he said then, and look forward even more to the day I can join her in heaven.
Jim Axelrod, thank you for that.